Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phina. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if this is your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome. But I'm also sure you're wondering, what is she doing talking about weddings? Well, excuse me. Yeah, yeah. With all that said, I want to say Happy New Year and welcome to my new series where I'll be helping brides who were in my position, who were clueless and didn't have any idea how to even plan a wedding and what to expect. So I'm going to be starting a series that's going to help brides out there make their life easier. So with all that said, welcome to the wedding advice video. This is more of an overall type of video to kind of give you just a realistic look of what to expect and just little advice here and there of how to make your wedding planning and your wedding day just as stress-free as possible. Oh, and also for you to get the best out of your money because, weddings are not cheap. So before I get into this video, I just want to apologize. If you might hear Kez, my little puppy, in the background making some kind of noise because she just wants my attention right now. And she won't sit still if I put her in this video. So I'm just apologizing in advance. Okay, sorry for this horribly long intro. Let's get into it. Set a realistic budget and stick to it. Weddings are expensive, so it's better to have a realistic idea of how much you want to spend, how much you can afford to spend, and stick to that budget. Have a really clear idea of how much wiggle room you have. If you don't have any wiggle room, that's okay as well. Just be very clear on figures. That way you're not overspending and overstretching yourself and your partner. Because trust me, there are a lot of unnecessary things that you can end up spending a lot of money, time, and just effort in general. So plan ahead. The earlier you start planning, the better for you and everybody involved. When you start planning early, it gives you enough time to research vendors, find your dress, pick out your accessories, plan your color scheme. It gives you time to plan everything that's important to you to make your day special. Oh, this one is so important, and I really suck at doing this. Don't be afraid to delegate tasks. Planning a wedding can be so overwhelming, so don't be afraid to ask for help. Assign tasks to your friends, your family, and your bridesmaids. That's why they're there as well, to help make this whole process a bit easier for you. It is 100% okay to let people know that you need help. Like, you're not supposed to do this all by yourself. How you look on a day is very important because you want to look back at photos and videos and just whatever memories you have and just feel a sense of like happiness and peace because you know that you looked your best. Because when you look your best, you feel good as well. Let's be honest. So this means when you're booking your makeup artist, your hairstylist, or going dress shopping, it's really important to give this enough time and to really express what you want. Maybe do trials for your makeup and do trials for your hair. And then for dresses, make sure you get a fitting done in advance before your day, if you've decided on a dress, because things can go wrong. Okay, my dress ended up being so big for my, or too long, like the trail for my church service. But look, it wasn't the worst thing. It was just very hot as well. So in hindsight, I could have gone for a shorter train, but for the main event it was fine. But just for dancing, it was just not it. It was just a lot, but I changed anyway, so it was fine. So yeah, just bear all those things in mind as well. Pick your music early. Don't be like me, okay? Me and my husband spent like we were focused on so many other things that we completely forgot about music. So we picked music, I think it was like 1 or 2 a.m. the day before our wedding, or on the day of our wedding technically. And then we tried to send it to the DJ and everything. We were just hoping that the DJ got it on time because we were stressed. So wherever you're doing your main ceremony, just make sure that that space is big enough, it's well ventilated, and that it is just a comfortable place for you, because you're going to be in a dress that might be heavy, in a dress that might be big or have a long trail like me. You might also, it might be very hot depending on what time of the year, or it might be very cold. So make sure it's well ventilated, but maybe have heaters on if it's in a, if you're getting married in like in a winter or in a cold environment. And if it's hot, make sure you have a fan maybe that you can have under your veil, like those mini handheld ones. Or also have like ACs going as well. And just make sure the space is like that you don't have too many people in the space, or the chairs are not too close together so you can walk easily. Those were things that caught me. So like it's happened, is whatever. But if I was gonna do my day again, then I would definitely redo those things. On the day, the chances of you actually sitting down and eating is very slim. I know people say this all the time, but it's true because there's so many things happening. If you're playing games on the day of your wedding, if you dance, you're greeting people, there's just so many things happening. If you really want to make sure that you eat the food that you paid money for, not just everybody else, if you really want to eat the food, then just make sure that you get food set aside for you. Maybe get like your mom or your mother-in-law or your chief bridesmaid or something to kind of get food set aside for you, so at least you can take it to your hotel later on. My mother-in-law was so good. She packed so much food for us and so much cake as well. So I got to eat. I love cake, so I would be damned if I didn't eat my cake. Okay, so she made sure that we got loads and loads of cake. So just make sure you get food set aside for yourself. So if you don't get to eat on the day, like a proper meal, then at least you have something later on to eat. Definitely make sure you're hydrated and that you get maybe some snacks or something, like some if you're Nigerian, small chops, or get like finger foods or whatever, because it's, you know, it's a lot of moving around, you know. So make sure that you're well hydrated for one, and that you get something, you know, in your stomach basically. Get comfy shoes, male, female, whatever. Just make sure you get comfortable shoes, because you are going to be on your feet. You're going to be moving around, going from maybe building to building, or go from chair to chair, dancing. It's your day. You're going to be so busy. So make sure your shoes are comfortable. And to be honest, ladies, your shoes, we won't see your shoes. Like, I've never been to a wedding and, you know, thought to myself, oh my God, the bride's shoes are amazing. Like, I've never done that, you know, because it's most times the dress is very long and it's going to cover it, you know. And for me, I had backup shoes as well, because my shoe got caught under my dress and it kind of ripped. So I'm so glad I didn't spend that much money on my shoes. And I would probably do an accessories video and like all those little things. But for now, anyway, just remember that just be comfortable. Like, don't even stress yourself at all. There's really no need for fancy, expensive shoes. And just make sure you bring a change of shoes as well. If your shoes will be, if you want to photograph your shoes or anything like that, you can do that, and then you can change later on when you're, like, you know, dancing and moving around. I don't know how people go on their honeymoon like the next day or a few days after. Like, I was wrecked for a while. It took me even a year to be able to really sit down and even watch my wedding videos and like and just talk about my wedding properly, because I was just mentally exhausted. It was too much. But yes, um, the next day is very important for you and your partner. So when the next day, make sure that you know, eat loads of food, rest, rest, and rest. Okay, if you're staying in a hotel, most hotels will have some kind of package, some kind of deal. Maybe go to the spa. Breakfast is probably included. Maybe get room service or something. Like, just enjoy your day. Like, rest up. And I'm so happy that I did get to rest up a bit as well. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, the next day we actually just stayed up in a hotel and we didn't really do much. And I really, really appreciated that so much, because there's just so much stress and so many things happening at the same time. But it all came together very, very well in the end. I was so happy that we decided to do that. You've had a very stressful like few months leading up to the wedding, so you really deserve this rest. So just take that time and rest. Maybe if you're traveling, I'm sure you're probably going to get to your destination and then rest. But that's just crazy to me that people are going to their straight to like their honeymoon or wherever, doing some crazy activity. Like, no, rest, okay? Just rest. Initially, when I was planning my wedding, I wanted to do a rehearsal, and the way everything worked out, and just sheer stress. I don't know why, but I just dealt with stress very badly during my wedding, or during the whole process. I was just so stressed. Okay, and I think I was also pissed off at one of the vendors. It just completely escaped me. But we did try to do a little bit of practice here and there with the bridesmaids and some of the groomsmen. But I wanted to actually do a rehearsal in the venue itself, and yeah, we weren't able to do that. And as well, just with the location of the venue as well, it just wasn't going to be possible. A lot of things kind of got in the way. Any advice I'm going to give to anyone getting married anytime soon is to make sure you do a rehearsal the day before, because the walk-in is very important. You want it to look good in the video, but you also want to kind of like give a little bit of a show for your guests as well. You could practice your dance to the song. Obviously, people should be partnered up already. Yeah, so pick your battles, okay? This is a big one because you're gonna have so many people coming at you, giving you so many advice. Everyone knows better. Everyone will tell you they know someone who can do something cheaper for you, do it quicker, or whatever the story is. Like, people will stress you, and they don't mean to. They actually mean well. They want to help you, but pick your battles. There's certain things that your parents will tell you, and you will go to war with them for that. It's just not worth it. Okay, I, the food. I not that I didn't care about the food. Trusted my mom and my mother-in-law enough to know that they would take care of the food and they would know exactly what my guests would want. I was happy with that. Know the things that are important to you and the things that you are willing to fight tooth and nail for, because you might end up not speaking to people for a while because of this, because people get very passionate about weddings. Okay, they might not be paying for anything, they might not be contributing in any way apart from their opinions, but they will they will come heavy. This advice is something you will need to work into your budget, but it's getting a wedding planner. Get a wedding planner, guys. Like, get a wedding planner. Like, it would help your life so much. It would make your life easy. Trust me when I say, okay? Get a, no, sorry, scratch that. Get a good wedding planner. Look at their track record. Make sure that they've done great work. Maybe go with like word of mouth, recommendations, or whatever. Or you can even get a coordinator for that day. Trust me, it would help because family can get rowdy, guests can get rowdy, so it's good to kind of have someone that is kind of in between you and everyone else in a way, because people lose it. I don't know what it is about people who come to you and tell you about problems that you're having or things that are going wrong on your wedding. I don't know if the guests know that what they're doing is mad, but when a guest or a family member or a bridesmaid or a groomsman comes to the couple and tell them about something that's going wrong, either the food is gone or they haven't served food, or there's an issue, like whatever. This is why it's important to have a coordinator or a wedding planner, so there's someone in between you and everything else, so they can report to that person, and that person, if it's absolutely needed, will come to you, but they should be making decisions based on all the things you've told them, and all the needs that you have kind of voiced to them. So yeah, try and get someone. If you can't afford someone and if it's not within your budget, then your bridesmaids or your maid of honor can maybe step in. Or if you have a really good relationship with your mother and your mother-in-law, or your mother-in-law, either of them or both of them can stand in and do this as well. So it's just really important that you have someone there. If you don't have someone close to you, employ someone that can do that. So that way you can have a peaceful wedding day. So bonus points, whoever is giving you a speech, make sure that you can trust this person. So they're not out there giving you secrets and telling God knows who what you did last summer. So, and the best advice I think I can give is to just have fun. It is your day at the end of the day, okay? It is your big day, and oh my goodness, you spent a lot of money. Probably the most money you spend on one event ever. So make sure that you really enjoy, like you enjoy the crap out of that wedding, okay? Enjoy the ceremony, enjoy every bit of it. Try and just forget. If you see something going wrong, just leave it, because you know what? All that matters is you and your partner in that moment, okay? Nothing else. You're making memories right there. You're capturing beautiful moments, okay? So just make sure that you are having fun. So that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that these tips are helpful. Just remember to stay organized, stay within budget, and most importantly, enjoy your day. It's going to be a beautiful day regardless of what happens or doesn't happen. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a comment down below and let us know any more advice that you want to add to the list. And if you have any other videos that you want me to make about, like, in regards to weddings, any questions you have, leave them down below as well. And don't forget to subscribe, and like, and share this video as well with that bride out there who wants a bit of help. And if you're a groom as well, definitely keep watching as well. The series is also for you. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.